Hi guys, it's Ian Coleman. It is Tuesday, the 6th of July 2021, about 11:15 in the morning in the UK. In this video report, I want to discuss a trade that got into this morning, sterling against the US dollar. I also want to discuss what happened yesterday and also what I believe is going to happen later on today. So let's just get to the single currency charts. I want to concentrate on the dollar. This is the driving force behind the current trade, the sterling dollar long trade. So here, basically, I've got the dotted lines on my system that highlights support and resistance. So here we've got support. We did spike through that support this morning, and I didn't think it was going to hold for a while, but then we did move to the upside. And then I've got support levels down here. So I think basically what's happening is that we're going to get something along the lines of this playing out over the next few days. At the moment, we're just pushing up from this dollar support. Now, if we go to sterling, we're moving lower in this cipher pattern. I have got support down here, which I think will be very important. It's near this 127.2% extension. So at the moment, short sterling, long dollars means short sterling dollar. And this morning, let's just go to this chart. This morning, this was my bespoke resistance, 138.94. So basically, I'm using that bias from my single currency sterling chart. I'm also using my bias from the dollar chart to try and decipher where a cipher pattern is going to unfold. So I believe that I'm moving lower in this BC leg before buyers return and then take me up to here, which will be at 139.43. So at the moment, I've actually got a target level posted at 137.60. Now, we have had quite a bit of conversation on the YouTube channel about basically producing the trade report before I actually get into the trades, which is fair enough, and I fully understand that. However, I get up at 6 o'clock every morning to get all my lines and my support and resistance levels in place. This sterling dollar trade triggered pretty early. I think it was just around 7 o'clock, so I didn't have a chance to get a full video report out. Now, what has been suggested is that we have some sort of Telegram group or a WhatsApp group or a Skype group. So what I have done this morning is I've started a Telegram group or a channel, OSBFX. If people want to connect with me on here, then my Telegram handle, if you like, is at Ian OSBFX. So that's at Ian OSBFX. So just down here, if you can read that, at Ian OSBFX. So if you want to contact me through there, I'll add you to the channel, and hopefully, even though I'll keep on doing video reports, hopefully what I'm doing, my entries will be a bit more timely. So that is sterling dollar from this morning. What I do want to talk about is I'm going to have to move the camera down a bit here, is Aussie dollar. So basically, we've seen a very decent move to the upside from our support level. It's just in front of our support level. We mentioned that yesterday. And this is our resistance level up here for the Aussie as a single currency. Now, when I'm looking at other charts, it's not really a prime resistance level, but we do have a 78.6% pullback from here. I haven't really got an extension to the upside. So basically what this is telling me is that I basically want to be getting short of Aussie soon. Now, this is actually where my system sometimes keeps me out of trades, and I'm quite thankful for that, because normally it will mean that I'm in the wrong trade if I do get into one. So basically selling into Aussie, but I need to have a counter trend trade. So I need to be looking for a trade where I'd want to buy the single currency. And if I'm clicking through here, well, yes, I do want to buy Aussie, sorry, dollars, but it's already moved to the downside. As far as Euro's concerned, I want to be continuing this Euro move to the downside. You can see these are the resistance levels now, so there's no way that I want to be buying Euro. Sterling, I still want to be selling sterling. Swiss, I want to be selling Swiss. You can see how we're moving from the resistance levels to the downside. Obviously, that Swiss yen trade that we talked about, let's go back, is still playing out. A nice move to the downside on the back of that that Swiss move this morning, and this being the target area still. So going back to the single currencies, yen, there's potential to sort of to buy yen. So Aussie yen, potential to sell Aussie yen, so selling Aussie, buying yen. But when I go to my Aussie charts or my cross currency charts, and I highlight basically on the chart where I'm looking for resistance, and here it's just where this alarm is at 76.40. I cannot find a pattern here, so I've got no trade. So even though I want to be short of Aussie and long of dollars, Aussie dollar does not give me a trade. Aussie yen, and again you've got a nice pattern here, but I've got no bespoke support or resistance levels to sell into Aussie. And as I go through the different Aussie pairs, there's a lot of building work going on at the moment. It's basically telling me that I should continue to buy Aussie, that I shouldn't be selling into Aussie. And the only ones I believe that looked even semi-fruitful were Aussie Swiss, and that's all the way up here, resistance. Aussie New Zealand. Now Aussie New Zealand, that there is scope for a move to the downside, and that's just because I've got a previous swing high here. I've got a 61.8% fib. I've got my bespoke resistance, so potentially if we move up here, but again, do I really want to be playing just this leg to the downside, because it just looks like a reverse head and shoulders? So left shoulder, head, and then coming off the neck to form the right shoulder. So it's only going to be counter trend. Do I really want to be playing a counter trend trade? Not really. I'm not that desperate for to get in to trades. And here, this is Aussie against CAD. So this is support and this is resistance. So even though this single currency chart is saying to me, let's get short of Aussie soon, I've got no cross currency that tells me to get short of Aussie, in other words, to buy a cross currency. So at the moment, I've just got to sit and on my hands and not trade the Aussie setup. Okay, guys. If I get anything else to stick on a video, I will do. Please do join the Telegram group and let's see what we can get going. All right. See you soon. Take care.